Tails, a 2-1 defeat to Leamington today, taking the lead early on, and the 2 late goals after the red card for Conor Barrett really sort of changed things and turned the game on its head. Your reaction to that?
Disappointed, for obvious reasons. I thought the first 25 minutes we were excellent, really good. On the front foot on the press, got the ball into the front too early, looked a real threat, got the goal. Should really have been 2 or 3 up and comfortable, but from that period on we got a little bit complacent and we stopped doing the things that we'd done to get us in that position, in that control of the game, and you can't do that. We gave them encouragement, we dropped off on the press, we stopped doing the things in possession that we were doing that was getting us joy, and it resulted in them getting some encouragement, getting up the pitch, getting a lot of set pieces and putting us under some pressure, and we never really got that control back.
Is it just a case of, like, let's say, fine margins? If we'd have taken a couple of those early chances that came our way, decision making at the times at the end just not quite there? Is that a case of just, let's say, fine margins?
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think we had 2 or 3 really good opportunities in the first 20 minutes. 3v2 in our favour, 4v2 in our favour, and we just picked the wrong pass, made the wrong decision, or the finish was off. But you know, you'd like to think you'd put 2 of them away. But even if we don't, we're still 1-0 up, we're still in complete control of the game, but then we just stopped doing the things that got us in that position, and we dropped off and we got a little bit complacent. And like I say, football, as soon as you do that, as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it will come back to bite you, and ultimately it has.
I was in the debrief after the game. What do you say to the lads when you go through that and, like, say, took the foot off the gas and stopped doing the things that were bringing us that much joy? How do you try and change that around now for Tuesday?
Exactly that. I said it's a really good lesson for a lot of us. When you've got someone on the ropes, and you're well on top of the game and in control of the game, good teams turn the screw. Good teams really press home that advantage and punish teams and put the game to bed. And yeah, you might maybe relax a little bit in the 80th minute, but we did it after half an hour and we got a little bit complacent, which is really disappointing, because I felt we had the game by the scruff of the neck after the first 25 minutes. And like I say, ultimately, for lots of reasons, it's come back and bit us, and we've suffered for it.
Obviously, the 2 big decisions towards the end of the game, the sending off for Conor and the penalty given against Will. What were your immediate reactions to those decisions?
The sending off's a red card. It's a red card. You can't do that. It's just ill discipline from Conor. It's just he's seen the red mist or whatever it is, and he's kicked out, and it's a red card. You can't defend that. I'm not going to even attempt to defend that. But I think that sort of summed us up really. We lost our discipline in general. Like I say, after half an hour we had the game by the scruff of the neck, and then we lost our discipline, went a little bit complacent, dropped off, stopped pressing, and it came back to hurt us. But yeah, it's a red card. Can't defend it. Penalty, I've not seen again. Will said it's hit him in the chest, but again, it's point blank range, so it's difficult to see what else he can do in that situation. But I'm just more disappointed in the performance from half an hour, 25 minutes in, and yeah, really disappointed in that. But like you say, we've got a game Tuesday, we've got to dust ourselves down, we've got to bounce back.
Obviously, Cal Morrison was provisionally put in the team, the first team this afternoon, obviously against one of his old clubs. And can you tell us how he's doing? Obviously, is he going to be needed on Tuesday, obviously against Hereford now?
Well, we're all needed. We're down to bare bones a little bit, but he had a foot issue. Was really struggling in the warm up, so we had to make a change. But that's fine. I just said to the lads before the game, it's just a challenge. Life's about challenges. Conor Barrett steps in, no problem. Meeks comes onto the bench, no problem. The pitch is a challenge here. The environment's a challenge here. And first 20-25, we rose to it and we dealt with it really well. After that, we didn't. And it's disappointing.
Obviously, it's the end of a long unbeaten run, 13 games unbeaten now, but is the message now just to start a new one now and try and get that going as long as possible?
It has to be, yeah. This is football. You've got to bounce back. Like I say, it's about challenges. We've lost our unbeaten run. Don't feel we fought hard enough to hold on to it. Yes, we can talk about decisions, but I'm not going to talk about decisions. I'm going to talk about the performance, and did we really fight hard to hold on to that? I'm not sure. But football's football, and you get another game around the corner. We've got one Tuesday. We've got to bounce back. We've got to look to start another unbeaten run.